Hi all, welcome to a Southern Woman's Lifestyle Vlogmas. This is our first Vlogmas and this is day 14. Southern hors d'oeuvres. I have a lot of them in my back pocket, so ready for the party season. Now these are my Southern mac and cheese balls. They're absolutely delicious and rather easy to make, surprisingly. Ingredients you'll need: 2 eggs, 4 ounces of Velveeta cheese, a 16-ounce box of elbow macaroni, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of sea salt, 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs, 4 ounces of Parmesan cheese, 8 ounces of Monterey Jack cheese, 8 ounces of sharp cheddar, 4 ounces of Swiss cheese, 3 cups of whole milk, 1 quart of vegetable oil, 1 to 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, and 1 cup of all-purpose flour. First off, I measure out the salt and the spices to go in the macaroni and cheese. I've added a teaspoon of garlic powder already to the plate. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of salt, and I'm adding a teaspoon of black ground pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. I've just measured out 3 cups of whole milk, and now I am putting salt into the water it's being boiled to the macaroni and cheese. It's over a high heat, obviously, and I'm adding a 16-ounce box of macaroni. And when it's done, I'm going to drain it and I'll set it to the side. Next up, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of butter to a stock pot. And then I add 2 tablespoons of flour to the melted butter, now that it's melted. And I'm going to incorporate the fat and flour together, stirring it all around, cooking out the flour taste. Just takes a moment. And now I'm adding the milk 1 cup at a time. I want to fully incorporate it into the flour butter mixture, and so I don't have any lumps. So I do a little bit at a time. So at the very end, I can just pour it all in that's left. And this is a bechamel I'm making. And now I'm adding the rest of the milk. And I'm going to bring the mixture to a gentle simmer so it will thicken. And then I'll add the cheese. But first I need to grate the cheese. So I'm measuring out all the cheeses to be grated. I've got the cheddar there. I have the Monterey Jack. And that's the Velveeta, which gives a nice creaminess. And it's salty too, so it's nice. And that is an Emmental I bought, which is a Swiss cheese, which actually normally goes into fondue. And we're going to grate all the cheeses. This takes a moment. And next I'm just going to add the pre-shredded Parmesan cheese, and that will do us for the cheese. It's a lot of cheese. And one of the reasons why I like adding Parmesan, because it adds like a nice salty umami. And now I'm just adding all the cheese to the bechamel, and I'm going to melt everything together. And I will say this, a tip: you want to watch your heat when you're adding the cheese to the bechamel, because it can become grainy if you have it too hot. So I keep it over a low, medium flame when I'm adding the cheese. And now I add all the spices and salt that I measured out earlier, and they mix well. And then I'll be adding the cooked macaroni and mix well. And finally, I am pouring all of the macaroni and cheese out onto a baking sheet to cool. I'm going to actually cover it in saran wrap and put it in the refrigerator so it'll cool faster. And I'm just spreading it out, and now I'm going to wrap it in saran wrap and put it in the refrigerator. And usually takes about an hour or two to cool down for me to be able to work with it, roll it into balls. I do use a cookie scoop, a 1-inch cookie scoop, to get the balls perfect. And then I roll it in my hands. Now once I brought the macaroni and cheese out that's cooled, I set up a breading station. And it's flour, cup of flour, and now I'm cracking 2 eggs in the second station. And I'll add a little water, and I'm going to beat it all together. And the final station, which is still empty, will be breadcrumbs. I have 2 cups I'm going to put in there. And with my 1-inch cookie scoop, I scoop the balls out, and I roll them in my hands. And then I dredge them in the flour, and then the egg wash, and then finally the panko. And I'll put them on the plate to the side over here, the ones that are done. And I'll bring another plate actually on the other side. So I'll just roll the balls, and then I'll repeat all the process, all the breading station. Just repeating the same process until you get through all the balls. And it just takes a moment, but it's so well worth it. And now in a Dutch oven, over a high heat, I added a quart of oil, and I have a candy thermometer in there because I want to heat the oil to exactly 350 degrees so I can have perfect frying temperature. And I never crowd the pan. I only add a few in at a time. I add no more than 8 balls in there. The reason being is you don't want the temperature to drop. This would affect how things fry, and it would take on a lot of grease if you drop below a certain temperature, so you don't want that. They look gorgeous, don't they? And now I'm just finishing up the last batch. And I was thinking about how many balls do I actually get out of this recipe, and it's between 65 and 85, and that depends on how big the balls are. And don't they look beautiful? This is how they look. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're delicious. I guarantee if you make them, they will be the showstopper. To help our channel grow, we're asking everybody to please like, subscribe, and comment. If you're enjoying our content, and we really hope that you are, please consider becoming a subscriber. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help us out tremendously. We also ask that you please watch the video from beginning to end. This also helps us out. It's all because of how the YouTube algorithm works. Otherwise, we stay hidden. All these things are necessary for growth on YouTube, and we'd love to grow. Thank you all for your help. See you soon. Happy holidays! It's Vlogmas! Yay! It's our first one. We're very excited. We have a new video every day from December 1st through December 24th. On the weekdays, it goes up at 3 p.m. and on the weekends, they go up at 9 a.m. So don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you're not subscribed, please consider becoming a subscriber. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us out tremendously. We have a lot of great content coming up, and we're very excited to be showing you. See you soon. Thank you all for watching. We're very grateful to our new and old subscribers for supporting us and helping us grow. We know that Hurricanes Helene and Milton have destroyed lives and communities, affecting so many who live here in the South. They have a very long road to recovery, and with the cold weather setting in and the holidays almost upon us, we're encouraging you to help those in need by donating to the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, World Central Kitchen, All Hands and Hearts, AmeriCares, Operation Blessing, and Save the Children. We're not affiliated with any of these organizations, but we know they're doing great work on the ground. And so as always, please stay safe and be blessed, and happy holidays.